It's Friday, June 13th, which means it's Friday the 13th. The Spurs beat the Heat by 20 points again last night in Miami, giving them a 3-1 lead as they head back to San Antonio. With all eyes on him, as usual, LeBron James missed some of the action in the first quarter when he jogged to the locker room to use the bathroom. If only there was a product for a guy whose offense depends on him. If only LeBron could figure out how to put the right amount of liquid into his body. Because before, I'm cramping, I need water. And I'm like, too much water, I have to pee now. Be an adult, manage your fluid intake. On the bright side, LeBron James is set to make $30 million off the recent sale of Beats by Dre. Beats by Dre giving him a momentary break from being beat by Spurs. Brazil defeated Croatia 3-1 in the World Cup opener yesterday, but when the game was tied and still very much in question, Brazilian striker Fred flopped badly in the box, giving Neymar a penalty kick, which he buried for the lead. Nice to see that Fred is taking a break from being your dad's best friend to play in the World Cup. Breaking news, everyone. FIFA President Sepp Blatter has announced that soccer is going intergalactic. Blatter stated this week, from north to west to east and south, and we shall wonder if one day our game is played on other planets, and then one day we won't have the World Cup, we will have interplanetary contests. And the troublemakers who replaced the normal FIFA brownies with pot brownies nodded to each other in acknowledgement of a job well done. Why does he talk like he's in the Bible? Michael Jackson's 3 kids aged 17, 16, and 12 have an $8 million yearly allowance, which sounds like a lot of money, still not enough to make up for the fact that your name is Blanket. From the article, it says that Blanket regularly dips into his inheritance, paying $200 an hour for karate lessons and more for a personal trainer, which again just proves my point. What else are you going to spend your money on when your name is Blanket? Go ahead, make fun of my name again. Hua-ya! Joshua Jackson, better known as Charlie Conway, wants to be a part of a Mighty Ducks 4 movie because, quote, the next generation should have its own version. And because I am broke. I need a job. After he won his 9th title at Roland Garros, Nike commissioned a Rafael Nadal statue made out of his favorite thing, the red clay from the French Open court. And while they were at it, Nike commissioned a LeBron statue made of attention, and a Johnny Manziel statue made of vodka sodas, and a Rob Ryan statue made of bacon fat. Katie Nolan statue would be made out of mac and cheese. Runner Tony Jordanek ran the fastest race of his life 1 year after becoming vegan. And he wasn't actually even planning on racing that day until someone dangled a steak in front of him. In what is the weirdest story of the day, and probably, let's be honest, the weirdest story you'll ever hear in your goddamn life, a new documentary focuses on the relationship between a research assistant and a dolphin named Peter. The researcher was supposed to teach Peter how to communicate with words, which sounds really difficult, but apparently Peter fell in love with the researcher and had a tendency to hump her leg when she was trying to work with him. So according to the research, his sexual urges got in the way of the study. So what else could she do but jerk off the dolphin? It was just easier to incorporate that and let it happen. It was very precious. It was very gentle. It was sexual on his part, not sexual on mine. Sensuous, perhaps. Synonyms. It would just become part of what was going on, like an itch. Just get rid of that, scratch it, and we'll be done and move on. But when you think about it, having to jerk off a dolphin is just part of the job sometimes. Right, strippers in Miami? I think giving Richie Incognito a handjob is actually grosser than Peter the Dolphin. The latest issue of Time magazine features butter on the cover with the headline, Eat Butter. Scientists labeled fat the enemy. Why they were wrong. Paula Deen was like, aha, I told you, and then sat down to catch her breath. All right, guys, that's it for No Filter. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Happy Father's Day to my dad and to your dads and everybody's dads. And if you're not a dad, then enjoy your weekend. It's just a cool weekend. I'll be golfing. And I will see you back here on Monday, the day when the United States starts to give a fuck about soccer. Bye.